Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, joined once again by my faithful manservant Bertram. Say hello, Bertram.
Hello, Bertram.
And this is our review for The Evil Within. So dear viewer, don't you dare forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. The Evil Within released in 2014. A year I remember fondly as the year I caught a zombie buying underpants in my local supermarket at 2 o'clock in the bloody morning.
What were you doing in the supermarket at 2 in the morning? Buying out-of-date bread? Haha!
Yes.
Oh, how was it?
Awful. Anyway,
What is this?
I am so glad you asked, Barry Burton. The Evil Within is a survival horror game from the genius that is Shinji Mikami.
Doesn't he cut your hair?
He does. He is also the genius behind such titles as Resident Evil, Resident Evil 4, Vanquish, and many, many more.
What's your favorite Shinji Mikami game?
That's a tough one. There's so many. Shadows of the Damned, Beautiful Joe, Resident Evil. I can definitely say, though, it's not the original Resident Evil 4.
Uh-oh, here come the death threats.
Well, since I've already offended the Resident Evil 4 fanboys, I might as well tell you that, to me, The Evil Within is a better horror game. Nay, a better Resident Evil game than the original Resident Evil 4.
Oh, you're playing with fire, OCG.
I'm just practicing my juggling, Bertram. I can do that and record this review at the same time. Ha ha!
No one's gonna get that joke.
Oh well, c'est la vie. So, story. We play as Sebastian, surname I can't say, who while investigating Beacon Mental Hospital is dragged into a dreamlike world of monsters, zombies, science experiments gone wrong, mind control, and a secret organization behind the whole thing. It's rather complicated, but all you need to know, dear viewer, is there's a good guy, a bad guy, and lots of victims in between. If I had to describe the story, I would say it's Resident Evil 4 meets Silent Hill meets Jacob's Ladder meets Silent Hill.
You already said Silent Hill.
Oh, so I did. Haha. Anyway, this is a very enjoyable horror movie romp. So, gameplay. As Sebastian, you navigate stages including mental hospitals, villages, woods, churches, ruined buildings, and you shoot your way through hordes of the undead and other monstrosities that get in your way. You do this with a pistol, grenades, a shotgun, a magnum, a rocket launcher, a machine gun, etc., etc. So far, so Resident Evil. And like Resident Evil, you'll often have to find keys to unlock doors and solve some very, very simple puzzles. They're so simple they could be solved by a pig wearing a blindfold.
Oh, I like pigs.
Well, that's because you look like one.
What?
Nothing, Bertram. Nothing. So, what else can I tell you about the evil within? Oh yes. You can find keys that'll unlock lockers in your save room environment, which just so happens to be some kind of mental hospital. And there is a nurse there who is quite a looker. She's not as sexy as the busty nurses from Silent Hill 2, but she's nice in her own way. She wears glasses, and as we all know, wearing glasses means you are a particularly intelligent person. That's why I wear glasses, and Bertram does not. Because I am a particularly intelligent person, whereas Bertram is a complete imbecile. Ha ha!
What?
Nothing, Bertram. Now these lockers that you can unlock in your save room environment will give you extra ammo and green gel, which you can use to upgrade your abilities and ammo capacity, etc. It's all very third-person action-adventure horror game standard. What isn't standard is this game. I think this is a very underrated horror game. And it is a horror game. There are moments in this game I soiled my underpants more than an infant would devouring an entire bag of Skittles. Which is not something I can say about most of the Resident Evil games.
Except for Resident Evil 7.
Oh yes, that one is bloody terrifying. Those southern accents. Yeesh. Terrifying. So, if you're a fan of horror games, of Resident Evil, or of third-person action games in general, then I highly recommend The Evil Within. Though, if you want to understand the story fully, you will have to download the DLC episodes that let you play as the woman in this game. A woman whose name eludes me at this current moment, but I do know that she is a woman, I think. So, if you're going to get this game, get the DLC while you're at it. Therefore, I declare that The Evil Within is splendid. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my review for The Evil Within. If you enjoyed this little review of mine, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then feel free to give me a thumbs down. Don't you dare forget to subscribe to this channel, to like this video, and turn on the bloody notifications. But remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Say goodbye, Bertram.
Goodbye, Bertram.
Right, Bertram, lock the doors and bar the windows. The Resident Evil 4 fanboys will be coming for us. Are you still here? Oh, you must have really enjoyed this video then. In that case, you had better subscribe to the channel and check out our other content. Otherwise, you're a booby pants, and no one wants to be a booby pants.